Hello, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. New campaign. We're playing as Germany. Starting year is 1910. And yeah, I've done a couple of things since I stopped playing the Japanese campaign. It's been 2 weeks, I think, since 1.3 came out. And the Japanese campaign got killed off because of the new save file system, which ultimately I think it's worth it because the game does seem to load a lot faster now. And also, we got this. You can easily see which regions belong to whom. Now, I've not just been sitting idly those 2 weeks. I've been designing a bunch of ships as shared designs. So, British, French, Spanish, Italian, Austrian, Russian, Chinese, Japanese, and American ships. Not quite done yet, but most of them at least have some have a good selection of decent ships up to 1920. So I just gotta keep designing now and then and fill in the roster, so to speak, as we play along. This is I'm playing on legendary difficulty again, and this time shared designs is active. So yeah, I can see the Italians have built some of the Aquila class light cruisers. I've kind of forgotten all the class names. I designed a bunch of ships, and all of them do not show up here. So yeah, the AI will still have the opportunity to design some ships themselves. So it's not just going to be my designs I'm fighting against. We're going to have some AI randomness too. And some other things I did. I went into some save file editing, which was really frustrating because it's the thing is, with the save file converter you can convert the new .bin save file format over to the old .json save file format, which was the old one, and those can be edited. And I initially had my hopes up with the save file converter, thinking I could convert my old Japanese campaign files to the new system, but that's not how it works. You create a new save, convert it back to the old format, so just for the purposes of editing, and then convert it over to the new one again to load it in. It won't work to convert an old pre 1.3 save file, sadly. So that's why the Japanese campaign ended. But save file editing, if you're just gonna edit your own nation, you can just open up the save file in notepad. But the format, when you open it in notepad, you get just one huge wall of text and numbers. So you can do it if you're just editing your own nation, because it will be at the top. So I've increased my shipyard size, and I've given myself a couple of technologies that are just going to be finished next turn. I set the progress to 99 point something percent. For some of my techs, I did that to all of the AI nation technologies, except for mines and submarines. I've not deactivated submarines or mines, so they're still gonna be in the campaign. But yeah, that means I will be initially at a disadvantage technologically, because you can see here, boilers, armor quality, big guns, all gonna come in next month. For the enemies, that's gonna be all of these technologies. are gonna come in next month. And I'm thinking if we have something along the lines of World War I during the 1910s, and then a couple of years of not much fighting happening, I can go in and edit my save file again, and maybe give them a couple more technologies if they start lagging behind. Because the whole reason why I did this is because the AI it's terrible at prioritizing technological research, so that's why they just get lagged behind quite soon. So I just gave them a little head start. So I gave me some techs that are going to come in faster, but for the enemy it's going to be all of it. And also, playing on legendary difficulty, they're going to have a lot more money than me, so that combined with some ships that are not completely awful, yeah, I think this is going to be challenging. Shipbuilding capacity is 200,000. We're still gonna increase the shipyard size though. And we're gonna put crew training, tech budget, and transport capacity all the way up. Now, let's design some ships for me. And that's gonna be most of this episode, I think. Just ship designs. So we're gonna get some technologies coming in next turn, which will mean a couple new hulls being available. Let's start with a battleship design. Let's see, I want to go 25 knots, I think. Range can be okay. Also, for the ships I designed for the enemy nations, I kind of tried to go with something of a theme with them. So, Italian ships, generally very fast. Chinese ships, generally very cheap. Austrian ships, generally kind of tanky and very close combat oriented. Not as close combat oriented as they were in my Austrian campaign though, so they're gonna be viable, I think. And American ships, generally very, very high quality. During the course of the campaign I might edit their technology a bit and give them better radar technology. Let's go with semi-oil. British ships, gonna be somewhat based on the ships I had in my navy when I played a British campaign a while back. And the Japanese ships, of course, will be based on my ships from the Japanese campaign. So, yeah. We're still gonna be seeing the Congos and Hiei and all our old friends from the Japanese campaign. Oh, that's a secondary. Oh. I was wondering why it looked like a secondary tower, because it was. Let's see, what kind of funnel? %. If I slim down the beam a little bit, and also do something with the draft. Yeah, 97.6%. That's good enough, I think. So I won't have to take up more deck space for more funnels. I think 2 is going to be enough. And this is just going to be your classic early Dreadnought battleship. Gonna go with 13s. All right, let's add some stuff. We're gonna go with increased AP, standard ratio. Nose fuse is fine. Captured ballistic increased. Ballistite is fine. TNT is fine. Enhanced. Coincidence 2. Hydro. And advanced radio. Okay, I think we might need to reduce speed a little bit. I'm thinking 22 knots. That's fine for an early battleship. That means we can maybe do something like that, and then we can increase the size of the ship. Get some of that displacement back. Now let's play with the armor. I do need some armor. And that leaves me with a bit more displacement for secondaries. These casemates are very heavily protected. They don't need to be that heavily protected. Let's go down to 48. It's less than 1 round per minute baseline. Let's keep them at 48. I think that's good enough. That gives me 1% accuracy at 20,000 meters with AP. That's, you know, it's decent for 1910. It's the Hanover class. We can adjust some stuff to make it more balanced, and add some more secondaries. And now it's just a game of moving pixels about. It's gonna be overweight. Let's go with 4-inch guns. Can I fit 2 more? Ship is overweight, but those turrets might have a little bit too much armor. Still overweight. There we go. Good enough. Yeah, we got like 100 tons left. So we can increase the length of the casemate guns. Get some more range out of those. 12-kilometer range. How long can we go? 46. Let's make them 45 caliber. Did not like that. There we go. And the 13s are 49. Good. That's the Hanover class battleship. It's quite I don't know, ordinary, conventional is the word. Let's go for a battlecruiser because I do love my battlecruisers. Okay, that's got the dumb foredeck thing. I don't think can actually place the main tower here, because some of these ships with the foredeck, the raised forecastle thing, you can only place the main tower on the forecastle, which really limits you with where you can place your guns. That said, I don't think I want to build something on that hull. This is more my style. And I think I'm gonna kind of suffer the same problem I did in the Japanese campaign at the start, with having completely terrible spotting range. Yeah, spotting range 10,000 meters. That's like completely not good. But maybe we can get some better towers through research, and things are gonna work out. Okay, we'll have to move everything further back. We can actually... Oh. Did not like that. I was gonna say we can actually reduce the beam and draft a little bit, maybe. Not really doing wonders for the pitch, but like overall, I'm thinking this is not a terrible ship. And with some of those technologies coming in next turn, we can give some of these ships a very quick refit. Choice of two bad options. At least TNT-1 is pretty good. Now, armor. Let's make the guns longer first. Get that range and accuracy. Not that it's gonna be that needed with a spotting range of 10,000 meters. But, you know, could always have some other ships doing the spotting. Less deck armor, but similar belt armor to the battleship. That's kind of like how I like to make my battle cruisers. I think I forgot to do the citadel armor on the battleship, but that's fine. Now that does not leave a lot of displacement left over for casemates. So we can reduce, increase some of this again. Do I want to be a little bit daring and reduce my bulkheads? I mean, it is a battle cruiser after all, not a battleship. Let's go with the 5s. Massive 4-weight offset. Casemate armor is just massive. Let's let's do the beam back to default, so I can move that turret there. It's a kind of a beautiful ship, if I may say so. There's no room on top of the turrets. Sad. But my weight offset is solved, and I'm right at the displacement limit. So these are not going to have the same range as the secondaries on the battleship, but yeah, overall, Prinz Eitel Friedrich. Alright. It's no Congo, but it'll do. Do I want to make some more? No, let's go for cruisers. And I was happy to see I actually have access to one of these armored cruiser hulls. I was afraid I was going to be stuck with this abomination, but this can actually work. And I can place the tower down there. Alright. Even have access to some decent funnels. I don't need the two big ones even. It's a huge funnel. That's better. We can balance it out with guns. There's no barbette mounting on the forecastle. All right. Now, how daring would I? Let's go big. No, if we can only have 3 main turrets, might as well make them big ones. Also, because I'm giving all the AIs, they're gonna get Corrupt 4 next turn. That means Harvey Armor will be unavailable. So they're not gonna be able to refit my ships with this crap. I mean, they can still refit them badly, as I've heard the AI sometimes likes to do. But they're not going to be that bad. Increased AP, standard. Did I go increased AP on my battlecruiser? I hope I did. Now, as for armor, it's not going to be a very fast heavy cruiser, so might as well make it tough, you know? But I don't need that much armor on the main gun turrets. Okay, that leaves me with some leftover displacement for secondaries. This is not gonna work, is it? No. Maybe. It's a terrible firing angle. I mean, these are not that much better, but a little bit of a 4-weight offset. We can fix that. Okay, let's make my guns they're already very long though. $50. like so. Alright, alright. How much longer can I make the casemate guns? They're kind of short. There we go. Some decent range out of those things. Auxiliary 2. Oh. That's a very punchy heavy cruiser. Let's make a version of that. That's a little bit more more sensible with regards to the main guns. Which can then have more range and more bulkheads. Actually, let's instead make it a little bit faster. Good enough. And these guns will... Oh, they're very short. That's a little bit better. Uh, 1% weight offset, that's not too bad. So now we need some light cruisers. Do I have any... No. 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 There will not be any light cruisers. Just yet. Let's make some DDs that are maybe a little bit unstable, but at least affordable. I'll leave quarters at cramped or standard. Yeah, let's keep that standard. And turbines. %, but if I go induced, yeah, that's more than enough. So I can move that back there. No, it does not move further up. I might as well go with a cheaper rear tower. And one of the new double barbettes. Okay. It's quite a bit of torpedoes. .29. That's not much of a difference, because it just modifies the weight of the guns, and the guns are kind of lightweight. Okay. We're gonna need to have to do something with the something to save weight. Because I'm almost at my weight limit. Crew quarters don't make much of a change. That made very little change with regards to weight. As did that. Reduced torpedo complement. And with this stuff, I need them to mine hunt. Okay, we're gonna have to, yeah, that torpedo no longer fits anyway. Can I fit a barbette? A very tiny one? Yeah, it'll have to be like this, I think. So -1 gun. Or I mean, that works. A little bit strange, but it works. Not possible to get stuff a little bit closer. So what I can do is like so. And then all this this stuff will actually add stability. Let's keep it at 1 and 1. That made my roll worse. That also made it worse. These are 38s, range at 5, accuracy to 5,000 meters, not great. Better. There we go. It's okay. It's not a good DD. Yeah, well, it's okay, I think. It's not a great DD. But it's kind of what you can expect from like 1910. It's first when you get the double guns that you can actually make some really really good stuff. I was gonna check on this guy. Yeah, standard ratio, standard ratio. I could have given it more ammo. No, I think it's okay for a battlecruiser. And this guy has... It was okay when I saved it, so I just assume it's okay still. So let's build some ships. Funds 1.5 billion. So we're gonna build 4 of these. We're gonna build 4 of these. And 900 million. And that's with the most expensive ships already built. They're not even that expensive, less than 100 million. The 9-inch gun version is actually more expensive than the 11-inch gun. We're gonna build 8 of those. Let's do 4 of those. They're gonna be finished as soon as I click start campaign, so don't worry about that one. 450 million. And 16 DDs. 405 million. It's good to have some money saved up, I guess. What kind of fleets, fleet sizes am I up against? So I'm building 38. Italy has 57, Spain 48, China 57, Japan 88, Austria-Hungary 59, 98, 75, 78, 99. And with a lot of battleships. And these guys are my most likely enemy. So we're gonna build... Let's build 2 more of the battle cruisers, just because I like battle cruisers. Alright. Like anything I haven't done. Most of it seems fine. Who am I friendly with? Friendly with Austria-Hungary. Maybe you want to build some submarines. Let's build 4. Okay. Start campaign. Ah, I should have picked where I wanted my ships to be built. Oh, that was a big mistake. Because now my ships are all over. Gosh darn it. Like, I don't need to... Please don't say my battleships are... Okay, I got some DDs. But I do want some battleships in Tsingtao. I've got some ships. But they're like different classes. That's kind of what I did not want to have happen. Ah, catastrophic mistake on my part. I didn't select the ports where they were gonna be built. Well, anyway, that's the first episode, and despite my save file editing, the game did not crash the moment I clicked start campaign, so that's a good sign. And we haven't actually clicked next turn yet. All over. Like, they were probably gonna end up in messy formations like that anyway. Wilhelmshaven, that's where I want. A squadron of 4 battlecruisers. Let's see. Pilau. Move 2 battleships and a heavy cruiser to Bremen. Let's move the 4th heavy cruiser and a DD here also. Okay. So I'm just getting on top of things. That's the 11-inch gun armed cruisers chilling in Africa. Let's see, what do we have in Tsingtao? We got 1 battle cruiser, 3 heavy cruisers, 1 Adalbert and 2 Colonel class, 2 DDs. I guess it's fine. I mean, we couldn't fit much more in Tsingtao anyway, so overall the deployment is not bad. It's not a disaster. So let's actually click next turn and see what kind of technologies get researched by both me and the other nations. Yeah, see, lots of tech. So that that part also worked. That's actually a huge relief. Oil discovery. There's a military crisis in Central African Republic. The government suggests using the current situation to strengthen our own influence in the region. What do you think? And I'm not playing with any gimmicks with regards to what I can do. So I'm gonna pick the option that doesn't cost me any money. France has sent us an ultimatum. Well, I can't afford your ultimatum, France. That's the Mark 1 guns, so not really usable. Kiel Canal is open, Suez Canal is open, Bosphorus Strait is open, Dardanelles Strait, Danish Strait, Öresund, Singapore Strait, Gibraltar, Arabia, allied with Spain, and I'm losing money. Well, I guess we can take a little hit to our crew training temporarily. Also a little bit to the tech budget. Yeah, we are behind on technology because I gave gave a bunch of technology to all the other ones. So these guys are all average, and I am behind. Which is kind of what I wanted to have happen, so that's fine. Well, that's it for this episode. I will keep playing until we have a war, and I will bring you back back for that. I don't think it should take long. The British and the French not really liking me. And of course, once I have a war, my economy is gonna be better, at least the naval budget. So yeah, I will see you on the next one. Goodbye and take care.